The Story of a Lover with a Childish Heart, 5th part. He always found her focusing with him in all his actions with a smile, as if she was waiting for his actions and laughing. Once and sad again, and so, the young man felt that something strange was happening and he had to find out. And one day he deliberately showed her a puzzle game, which was a board with two lovers dancing together. This painting was missing one piece. He had given it to his childhood sweetheart before his departure. The first time the girl saw it, she was touched by the painting in the glass box, and she was very shocked. The first time the girl saw it, she was touched by the painting in the glass box, and she was very shocked. She found herself dropping the box, and it broke and turned into tiny infinitesimal pieces. It was the whole painting except the piece he gave it to her. Then the young man was. He is still harassing her with his words and actions because of her constant tension in front of him, and as soon as she sees him. After smashing the glass box for him, she took a few steps back and almost set foot on one of the broken pieces of glass. She was barefoot, and he found himself running towards her and holding her to him to ransom her from the glass scattered on the floor. He was also not sure of this incident, as she did not reveal anything to him about it. He still doubted that she was his true childhood sweetheart. He cared a lot about her and did not know the reason for his transformation. At the same time, he was feeling remorse for his childhood sweetheart, the girl's friend, which he thinks is the one he should pay attention to, especially since she confessed her love to him and is waiting for him to respond. "I want to know how you feel about me," I asked, "and I look forward to finding out soon enough." One day, the young man decided to get rid of his feelings for his employee, who bears the same name as his girlfriend, and the same qualities as her, so he fired her from work, and before the girl left, she was able to apologize to him properly, and in a manner free of stuttering and tension for the first time. And as soon as she left, he felt the emptiness she left in his life. He could not stand himself at all. He empties all his anger at work, to the extent that he deprived him of sleep due to his grief over her separation. One day she was driving her car and she hit a tree. He almost went crazy at the time as soon as he knew the news from the girl's friend and the staff as they were talking while she was walking in the car. He happened to be passing by her friend at work, who collapsed out of fear for the girl. He rushed his car to the scene of the accident after taking the information from his employee, and found her getting out of the car after she regained consciousness. Everything was intact, and the accident only affected the car, as it was completely destroyed. He found himself holding her to his chest with tears in his eyes. He scolded her for speaking on the phone while driving. He asked her, "If something bad happens to you or harm befalls you, what will I do then?" The girl then almost confessed everything to him, but she said to herself, perplexed, "Why when we try to admit our lies and tell the truth we find ourselves taking hundreds of steps back?" This reluctance is due to our inability to muster our strength to admit the truth, which our heart cannot afford to hide more than that. and every hesitation we feel makes hundreds of miles between us and the truth. And we end up saying nothing. She retracted her decision to reveal to him the secret that lay in her whole life. And our story has a rewarding side. One-sided love. The same girl had someone who loved her and did not show her, and every time he wanted confessing to her, he could see with her own eyes how much she loved her young manager, so he retracted his confession. And how many times he saw how much she cared and loved him, despite how harsh he treated her at first. This character took care of her with everything, and gave him everything she needed and more without asking her. On the day of the car accident, the first time he heard the news about the team, he rode his bicycle and drove it at full speed to the point that he fell on his bike in an accident that injured his arm.